Hello everyone, Jonas here from Jonas Tries Anything. Today I would be showing you how to troubleshoot your radon mitigating system and why it's not giving the right pressure measurement here. This should be at least 3, but it's only drawing less than 1.5 bars. Um, we had our fan, which is outside over here. I'll show you later. But that fan, we replaced it 2 times already within the last 5 years. It's because it's burning out, and we had the radon technician come and replace it, and we asked him why is it burning out, and the technician said it's drawing air from not only from here, from that um, hole that they dig. That one's sealed pretty good, but it's drawing air from the rest of the basement. In this case, we have cracks like this. I believe these are just surface cracks, but we will fill this in. But there's also cracks between the gap of the house. See that one? The wall of the basement and the basement flooring. That is normal, and that allows the basement flooring to shift, expand and contract depending on the season. But air is coming in from here as well, so the radon mitigating system fan is sucking air from these cracks. Upon further inspection, I came here and I found this sewer black pipe, and I don't know if you could hear that, but it's drawing air. So we need to fill this in order to seal this, and we're gonna do the walls as well. I'm gonna vacuum clean these, and hopefully that will allow the fan to just suck air from underneath the slab and not drawing in from the air from the basement going into these cracks and onto the fan. And that's why it's burning out. It's burning out fairly quickly in the last 5 years, and I will be sealing all these cracks, the gap between the floor and the wall, and I'm gonna do it to the rest of the basement. So I'll show you how to do that here, and I will be using the quick treat. Okay, so I started cleaning the edges of this hole right here. It was sealed, quote quote, sealed with foam like this. It's not a really good seal because I could still hear air being sucked out or in from the basement going in here. And if I put my finger in here, I could feel like airflow going there. There's a very big gap at the back as well. I don't know if you can see that. All right, chat. We need to remove that piece of cement that's sticking out like that in preparation for us to seal this gap. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's airflow in there, and I don't know if you could hear this guy, but it's trying to suck up air, a lot of air from the basement into the radon mitigating system pipe that's in there, and then up and out to the fan and then outside. So that's what we're gonna fix today. I'm gonna chisel this out, vacuum clean it, and then we're gonna be using this sealant from Tight Bond. This is the Radon sealant, and I got it ready to go with my caulker here, caulker gun. And then I will test for airflow again after we seal. We're gonna also seal these little gaps right here between the basement wall and the basement floor. It's totally normal for houses to have this. It allows this gap, the small gap here, allows the floor, the basement floor cement to shift during expansion or contraction depending on the season of the year. All right, let's do some chiseling. Right, chisel, chisel, chisel. Be careful if you have a pipe like this, it's PVC. Be careful not to hit your pipe with a chisel. So always chisel away. Okay, just like that. You want it as flat as possible so that the sealant could adhere to it better. Okay, right there. And then for the sides right here, if you have some cement going up from the floor, just chisel that and make it as flat as possible. You could also use a grinder for this, but I don't have one, so I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way, just by chiseling it. Remove the one on the top here, right there. There, nice and flat. Then vacuum clean the thing. All right, here's the after. So now it's flat. We did get a chip right here, so that needs to be sealed as well. You might just need to take this one. Yeah, there is expanding foam right there. Whoever did this house did not do this properly. But I'm gonna take that out, fill this in with a caulk or the sealant, and then go from there. All right, got it prepped. Now we get our gun ready. Make sure things facing down, and then we're ready to caulk or to seal this. Okay, apply a generous amount there. It's very deep. Make sure you point it in and just let it go down. There. This one right here. See that big crack earlier? I took the cement out. There was still expanding foam in there. And put a generous amount. Just like that. Other side. I still hear a little bit, so let's pump a little bit more there. This side. Yeah, I don't hear anything anymore. In there. Alright. So with this one, what you need to do is use your finger and just run it through. I'm gonna also put this one right here in the small gap. And just let it seal. Hence the name sealant, right? Alright. Get it in there. Okay. Just be generous. Yeah, I sealed that really good in there. And if you see cracks running along your basement like this, which is totally normal by the way, but as long as it's like surface cracks, that's good. If you have like cracks that go all the way down to the foundation, you might need to grind the crack bigger. In that way, when you put the sealant, it penetrates all the way down. I've seen people use expanding foam on those big cracks, but I rather use the sealant. Again, this is just personal preference. Use the sealant so that it really would seal. This one also expands and contract depending on the temperature. So it also moves, right? So you don't run into that issue of it cracking and breaking. So yeah, just run it like that. Oh, getting my hand so messy. There's also like, you know, those caulking hand thingy that you just run. That also works, but I don't have one, so I'm just using my fingers. And again, all this, it might look messy, but when you do your basement, this is all gonna get covered anyways, right? So no one will see it. All right, we have sealed this part right here, going this way, go around the other side, going this way, and also we sealed the cracks that are the surface cracks that were here. I don't hear any sound at all for airflow in there, which is good. Let's look at our bar reading, see if it's improved. Oh yeah, we did see improvement. Before it was down right here, in between 1 and 1.5. Now it's up to 1.5 now. That's good. So just by sealing that part, we have increased the pressure reading. So I'm gonna go underneath this insulation right here. I'm just gonna seal this gaps, and then I'm gonna go around the basement. Also, I'm gonna seal these cracks as well right here, because these are this might be surface cracks, but you know, it's just good to seal it. But yeah, just sealing that part really helped. All right, chat. I've done the prep work. I did the chiseling of the loose cement here. Make sure I vacuumed it clean. Now we have a clean surface to work on or work with. I did it all the way to the side of this wall right here. So I'm gonna open a new tight bond Radon sealant caulk here, or sealant, and I'm just gonna run this from here all the way to that end. Also gonna seal these cracks right here. I chiseled the loose parts right here and I vacuum it, and that way we don't have loose pieces coming off or breaking apart. And again, that's just part of the prep work for this type of work. All right, I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna show you the after once it's done. All right, chat, I'm here. Got this side done all the way there to the other side. Let's see our reading, if it made a difference. Oh yeah, we gained 0.2. It was 1.5 earlier, and then before we fix this part, the reading was right here. So yeah, that should fix it. That should allow airflow to just be from the ground to that pipe and not anywhere else from the basement. I still have to do this side all the way there. I need to move all those stuff out. Once those are done, I'm gonna make way to here. I'm gonna take out this carpet, see if there's cracks underneath there and any other place of the house, the basement I mean, and then we'll come back here and hopefully this reading will be higher than 2. So yeah, great progress. Okay, chat, we're back here. We have finished sealing the gaps on the side of the walls, as well as the cracks on the side and the center of this basement slab. We've done both room, that room here and this room. I still have to do that part right there because I still have to move this once that part is dried. But let's check out our reading here. We're now at around 2.2 bars for the pressure. And again, I don't know if you could hear that, but the fan is working properly. Again, sealing the gaps and the cracks on the basement really helps out extend the life of your Radon mitigation fan. All right, that is it for now. If you find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you like this content, please subscribe to my channel and you will learn more stuff with me as I learned along the way. And if you haven't done so, share this with your friends and family so that this could also help them save money. And again, it's an easy job, but it just takes a lot of work. All right, till next time, this is Jonas. Peace out.